What's up, guys? This is Daniel Duncan Williams, aka D Wills, and you're here with me on set of behind the scenes of day one of my new song, my tribute to my father, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams. You know, basically this song is about how it's been a journey between me and my father, and just how I've grown in understanding what it's like to have such a gift as a father. You know, many people in this life are not privileged enough to have the gift of a father. So it just talks about my journey with him, the highs, the lows, the tribulations, the good times, you know, things like that. And I'm just so privileged and so honored to even be in this position to do this tribute to my dad. To me, he's like the greatest gift that God could ever give me. So, you know, I'm just, I'm so grateful, and I'm honored, and I just thank God for his life. Yeah, so, you know, we're just here, the whole team's in here, you know, the whole set's in here, just working, doing what we do. We're here at Black City Studios, and it's a family thing out here, you know, with my brother Joseph Binky. Is so much history in this studio, you know. I've been here several times, not only just to be an artist, but I've been here to also learn from my big brother, you know. I was just laughing with him about how he was trying to teach me what exactly an equalizer is. And you know, today's day and age, we do EQ on laptops. And he has, you know, all this old equipment from his dad who passed it on to him. For all of us to come together and just put this amazing masterpiece together, it's like phenomenal to me, you know.
So we'll talk about that when we finish. Yes, don't worry. We should play both, okay. Oh, but I have a bass guitar here, so you can use it. Yeah, okay, cool.
I want to play the bass guitar song.
So I've known Danny ever since he was a toddler. I've watched him grow. He's grown into a fine young man, and I believe that God is going to use him greatly and mightily in his life. So in terms of his tribute, I got called by Danny, and he said he wanted to come into my studio to do a recording, a tribute to his dad. And so when he said that, I smiled, and I was like, wow, that's going to be a lovely thing to get into. So basically, he comes over to the studio, plays the piece, Something Rough that he has done. And I listened to it, and I became very emotional because I know what Danny has been through himself. I watched him grow, and including what his father too has been through. And I think this is the greatest thing he can ever do, for his legacy. So I've been in this industry for 35 years. I've seen artists come in and out of the studio from outside and from within, Ghana. And comparing Danny to those artists, especially from those outside, I believe he has a talent. And one thing I've noticed about him is that when he's singing or else composing a song, he puts his heart, his emotion, and everything in. He's a natural. I believe that he is music, let me put it that way. And I believe that he is going to go places, definitely, because when I listen to his lyrics, once he stands behind the mic, it's like you can actually feel what he's going through. And that's what we need as artists, you know, or when we want to convey a message through music, you have to feel the music, and he's got it.
God forgive me, oh God forgive me. Papa, I'm so sorry because you were always with me. God forgive forgive me. Oh God, forgive me. Papa, I'm so sorry.
Basically, I had a conversation with him concerning the tribute, and he kind of confided in me concerning what he's been through as an individual and what he's put his father through. It was kind of emotional. I'm very emotional about these things because I've been through my own thing. And you could tell genuinely that he has repented and wants to do this to get back to the Father to say thank you. And for me, that is an amazing thing. And I believe that Papa has gone through a lot. That's my Archbishop. And despite what he's been through, I mean, apart from the ministry and then having to do that with his son and his family, you know, it's not a small achievement. And for somebody to be there for the son, despite the son's situation, his ups and downs, and still loves him and still is there for him, I really commend what he's doing. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Every son would love to have a father like Papa. And for me, he's my father too. And I've been in the church for 40 years and he's still the same. He's full of love. And I really appreciate him. I really appreciate what he's done for his son and continue to do. And I believe that God is going to make him smile at the end of his race, because I believe that Daniel is a gem. He's an awesome person. He's a fantastic person. He's a loving person, just like Papa is. And I see a lot of Papa in Daniel. And despite everything, I mean, what he went through as an individual, as in Papa, and what Daniel too has also gone through, it's a parallel thing. And God is going to glorify himself through Daniel, and he will come out victorious.
I did go a little bit way back, a couple of years back, working on a few projects and just vibing on certain things and all that. D is real. D is not fake. And every time I just spend with him or we just interact, you get to see a part of him that you don't get to see on social media. His honesty, his clarity with his vision, with his goal, his maturity, his jovial side, and his unique personality to learn from everybody. And he's always like questioning things. Why? You know, and it's just amazing just getting to know him. Being part of different project with him, being his friend and all that. So this is amazing. He's cool. This is real. When I first heard the song, the vibe was good. And now they sit down and listen to the lyrics. It's deep. And I think on a global scale, anyone who listens to the song will be able to relate to his story. Those who know D and those who know his father will connect to it. I think it's not just even about D as a person and also his love to his father, but of course it comes down to everyone who has also been in the same kind of situation. You understand? And like he said, when I was talking to him, he was like, this song is more about redemption. And it just shows that no matter how south you might have gone, there's always like that grace for you to come back.
I was in my studio as usual, and you know, I'm a very creative person. I'm always in the studio, always working, always creating new content, and for some reason I just started reflecting on all the different experiences that I've had with my father, you know, and to be very honest, I was just remembering how he always tells me, you know, son, your music I think it sounds good, but I don't really understand what you're saying. You know, all I hear is ah. So as I have been doing my own studies, production classes, building on my quality, my content, things like that, I put it into another context and I said, you know, the elder generation, they like to talk in parables, you know. So I said, okay, if he's saying he doesn't understand my music, is he saying that he's not hearing what I'm saying and it could be the quality? So I said, okay, now that I am doing much better quality music, let me try and make something that he would understand and he can resonate with. My relationship with my father, and I won't just say this for me, I'll say this for many others who may have or had a shaky relationship with their father or their mother. It all depends on you. It all depends on the type of person you want to be. And for me, I've always wanted to be a good person. But unfortunately, we live in a generation where we have an epidemic, a pandemic of obscene substance abuse that is just killing our generation. And whether they know it or not, it is really polluting our minds. I believe that I've always loved my father. I believe that I've always adored my father and looked up to him. You know, I remember when I was in, I think, kindergarten, we used to go to school and they would give us these binders. And one day we had to write about somebody who we wanted to be like when we grow up. And I put his picture in my binder and I wrote about him and I said that I want to be like him when I grow up. And I remember he used to, you know, come to my school, pray for me, pray for the kids. You know, he's always been there. So to answer the question directly, my relationship with my father has only not been strong when I have consciously messed it up. But as long as I am in my right mind, as long as I am doing right by myself and by others, my relationship with my father is very strong. And this would not be happening if we did not have a good relationship. But it all starts with the willingness to heal, to change, and do better and be a better person. While I was writing and recording the song, I think you know, sometimes when I reflect on my father, I have to be honest, you know, I start to cry because there's so much we have been through. And you know, when you look back on somebody who has been there for you and has helped you your whole life, and you rather fought the person because you had a misconception of them due to many reasons. It's not just one specific reason, but due to many reasons. And you put blame on others, you put blame on other people. You don't take accountability and responsibility for your own actions. You know, it's very hard to deal with the emotions in that situation. So for me, I feel like I was very remorseful. I feel like making the song, I was very disheartened at times, but at the same time, I was very hopeful and optimistic about the future because I knew that regardless, even if I didn't record the song or do anything with the song, it would be a good token, a good action a good moment of honor to my father. You know, when I remember the exact message I sent him, I just said, you know, hey dad, I made a beautiful song about you today. You know, God bless you. And I just left it at that. I didn't really have any crazy expectations. I just wanted to give respect where respect is due. And you know, my dad has a lot of influence on my music, you know, a lot of influence on my music, because at the end of the day, he is the one most involved in my life and has always been. When any action is being taken in my life, my dad is always the first person that is considered for advice or for counsel. And I know that's not just me. Obviously, with who my father is, that is the position he holds in many people's lives, as an archbishop, as a spiritual father and a physical father, but more so on the physical father, because, you know, a father takes care of his son. But having many sons and daughters over the world, you know, I know it's a huge burden. So I'm just trying to do my best to be an asset rather than a liability, even though it's a process. But I can say that we are fighting, but we're winning.
So the first impression was more about the production, because then I was so concerned. I was just prepping myself, like, what kind of production am I going to be working on? And then I ended up finding out that, oh, it's actually a tribute song. And it was actually the best thing that I needed to hear, to help me create the atmosphere of the tribute. And we were able to get it, you know, because music is all about mood and atmosphere and the spirit and everything. People will say music is spiritual. So yeah, their first impression made me feel like, yo, this music is spiritual. The goosebumps came from a story that D. Wills told me, about his past and why he's making this thing. And I actually felt like it's an honor for me to also be part of this song and producing it as well. And him telling his tribute to his dad is really an amazing stuff, like, to hear, and also to be part of it. And also one thing that the guitarist did that was insane, he played some nice stuff during the song that brought an atmosphere. So yeah.
I go by the name Chris J. So I came in as the guitarist for the project. It's very interesting because, you know, when you are playing an instrument, basically you have to be connected to the instrument before the song also gives you a different vibe, and then the connection goes on and on and on. So I think I was a little bit down before the song, actually. So when I had the call and I came in, and I was like, okay, let's hear the song. Like, usually as a musician, you're like, okay, so let's hear it.
Exactly. Yeah, we go delay small because I need to reduce the buffer size small. Let's go. I see. Yeah.
So, so what are we doing there?
So, bam, 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 bam. I see. On the last bit of the song, a solo.
And then when they play the song, I was like, yo. I just had some kind of, upliftment in my spirit, because I could relate to some of the words, even most of the words in the song. And, I just fixed up my gears. I even before the engineer asked me to, record my parts, I just started touching the guitar and then, trying to connect to the song. Yeah.
The whole idea of the song was about him giving me that feedback about my music, because here and there I show him my music and stuff like that. So I sent him the song. I didn't really know what was going to happen with it.